Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we need to talk about something that's really stirring up serious backlash right now, especially within the black community, and it involves none other than Barack Obama, the first black president of the United States. Now, before I even get into this, let me make one thing clear. I'm not here to judge anybody's lifestyle. That's not my place, and honestly, it will never be. What I do have a problem with is when someone in position of massive influence, someone like Obama, goes on live TV and says that every boy needs a gay role model. Come on, let's be real. This is a man who knows exactly the kind of weight his words carry, and yet he chose that message to send out to millions of young men, especially young black men who are already out here navigating so much. Why is he trying to impose something like that on the black community? Why is he trying to normalize certain narratives when we've got so much catastrophic issues already on our planet? To be honest with you, I think the backlash is getting online right now is well deserved, and if this is some kind of attempt to stay relevant or get back in the headlines, it's the wrong move, and clearly it's not working the way he thought it would. At the end of the day, like the Bible says, what's done in the darkness will be brought to light, and to me this feels like one of those moments. It's like he's finally exposing who he really is, pushing a certain agenda instead of focusing on the real issues at hand. But hey, don't take my word for it. Check out this video from Barrack, between Barrack and Michelle, that's sparked the internet. Yeah, I want you guys to watch this. Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below, just in case you haven't seen it. I'll come back at the end of this video to give my own 2 cents. Watch this.
And that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line. Who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this. Right? So
to trigger you, to try to get you out there so they have
Barack Obama is in the news again because he was on Michelle Obama's podcast and he said that he thinks all boys need more than their fathers as role models. He said that he thinks that all boys need a gay role model because that's what he had growing up. Now, am I surprised he said that? No, because he is America's first gay president, and that has been editorialized. But I want to challenge Barack Obama. Since you are the Democrats' favorite black president, and you say you're from the hood, I challenge you to go to the most dangerous projects, where you know there are not many fathers because they were locked up under Reagan, Clinton, and Biden, and say some shit like that. I double dare you.
Now, I just be dipped in shit and rolled in fucking breadcrumbs, because I know damn well I just didn't hear Obama say what the fuck I heard him say. Now, I'm glad Mr. and Mr. Obama is taking time out and spending time and doing the podcast together and shit, but I just know I didn't hear Mr. Obama Sr. say what he said. This man had the audacity to fucking say that he believed young men would be a lot better if they had a prideful man in their life. If you know what I mean by prideful, that's just me trying not to get community guidelines. He said a lot of these young men need a prideful man in their lives to expose them to other things that they might have not seen from a regular man. From a regular man like they daddy. So they need a prideful man in their life to show them the other side of the world. But what the fuck is Obama talking about? I'm so sick and tired of him. Your presidency is fucking over. Sit the fuck down and stop trying to be fucking relevant. We know what you like. We been knew what you like. We know about you, and we know about Mr. and Mr. Obama. We know what you like. So why is you steady trying to force that shit down the throats of our black American people? Like, what the fuck is you doing? You are so detrimental to the black community, and a lot of black people don't even see it. You steady trying to force that shit down our throat, talking about something. A lot of young men will benefit from having a relationship with a prideful man to show them the other side of the world that they missing, that they won't get from their daddy. Obama, please take 3 the fuck seats the fuck down. Sit down. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of Mr. and Mr. Obama spewing their doctrines out to the world for the world to see. I don't want to. What the fuck is you talking about? Sit the fuck down, Obama. Sit your ass down. Stop trying to be relevant. Stop trying to push that shit out into our culture. Like, goddamn, y'all don't see this shit. Y'all love Obama, boy, but look at the shit he steady doing. He for the decline of the black race. Cause everything he talking about ain't increasing the black race at all. Man, if you don't sit your ass down, my sons don't need a prideful man in their life. They got a fucking father, a strong black man.
Barack Hussein Obama. You want to turn around and say that Trump is the one that's always interfering? And look at you. Reports coming out that it was you doing it in 2016, you and your party, and yet you're not in jail? You're not being subpoenaed? Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Had anybody else been doing exactly what Obama just did, they would be rotting in jail. But because you're Obama and everybody loves you, you get to walk free? How is that even fair? Guys, do you think Obama needs to be in jail? Do you think he needs to investigate it? Please, leave me a comment below.
Barack, what? Why? It's like there's an agenda to eradicate masculine men. What is this war against men? I just can't understand it. Why does a straight man need to confide in a feminine man for anything? Let's normalize men being men. The agenda you're pushing is not working. People are not falling for that anymore. Not even people in that community. It's not cool. I'm raising a young man, and I want him to be just that, a young man. He can go to his father, his uncle, his cousins, or any other masculine man to get the answers that he needs. He doesn't need to confide in a man who can't even relate to the issues he's going through.
So Barack Obama was on Michelle Obama's podcast or some shit, and he said that boys need gay men in their lives. What the fuck is he talking about? The word need is a strong word, bro. I'm just trying to understand, like, why would Barack Obama say that? Like, what was the point of even saying that? He knows that's not true. No one wants to be forced onto anybody. Gay people don't want to be forced onto nobody. Hi, I'm gay. I need to be in your life. No. Hi, I'm black. You're white. I need to be in your life. No, that's what? No, you don't. We can talk and be friends and I can see if I like you, but there's no need for any of that shit. The fuck is this nigga talking about? Like, with Barack Obama, it's like that rule, you're cool till you're not cool no more. And right now, Barack Obama is on his uncool arc. His character arc, he's on the uncool character arc right now. It's fucking crazy. Motherfuckers is out here really just trying to push anti-masculinity. Like, they want every man to just be a feminine product. It's why? A very feminine man, he's not gonna go to war. He ain't dying for nobody. He'll be like, fuck that shit. I need to go get my nails done. He's not going to do any of that shit. He's not going to go to war. Masculine men are the one who built this goddamn society. They built America. They go to war and they die in a ditch. I don't understand this massive push to end masculinity in America. In the Western society. Why?
Now you have the day you deserve, son Dodger.
I don't know, man. God bless America. Stay safe, yo.
Barrack Hussein Obama, please have several seats, sir, or whatever pronoun you prefer. You've already served your 2 terms, and apparently it's hard for you to come to terms with the fact that you are no longer relevant, but you are no longer relevant. You were the biggest hoax that the elites pulled on this country, because we thought that by electing you as the first black president, although according to history, you are not the first black president of this country. But in our lifetime, we thought that by electing the first black president, that we were fulfilling the Martin Luther King, I have a dream, we shall overcome agenda, when we were actually undergoing a different agenda. You pushed your LGBTQIA LMNOP agenda across the globe, okay? You won the Nobel Peace Prize after several wars were started under your administration, and before any of you blacks come on my page talking about how I'm a sellout because I'm not going along with someone that's similar to my skin tone. There was a leader in Africa by the name of Muammar Gaddafi.
that was working on behalf of Africa and that did a lot for the African people, and even reportedly offered $1 billion some years ago to the Nation of Islam to help black people in our country, but our government would not allow them to receive the money because, of course, they don't give a damn about us. So this leader that did a lot for black people and across the globe was assassinated under or during the Obama administration. Okay. Also, Obama was what's called the deporter in chief. He deported millions of illegal immigrants, although the media doesn't like to bring that up. They only like to dwell on Trump. And he reportedly was behind the cages that those kids were in. Okay. We also remember how he tried to penalize us if we didn't get medical insurance, although they were giving illegal immigrants free medical insurance. So y'all can miss me with this, oh, because you black, I need to think and be for you. No, skin folks does not mean kinfolk, for the final time. And here recently, Obama was on videotape telling Democrats that they needed to get tougher. Okay, you tried to effeminize everything with your policy, sir. Do you want them to be tough or do you want them to be feminine? Make up your mind. And then told them to stop whining when you all were about to put a wino in office if you could have got away with it. Didn't even hold a primary, but was about to put a wino in office. So I would just say by now, Mr. Obama, you need to just go somewhere, please. Go somewhere over the rainbow and disappear.
Barack Obama, listen, Satan, you are a lie. Satan is a lie. Seriously. And I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Okay, see, the more you talk, the more he talks, people realize why I say I want my 2008 vote back. Because for him to sit on that podcast with Big Mike, okay, allegedly, and tell adolescents or young boys that they should hang around sodomites. Now, is that Christian talk or is that carnal talk? Is that something Jesus would say or is that something Satan would say? Now, we can all tell by the state of this country. We knew it was going downhill because they started bringing in all these pagan practices to the country. But we really saw it go downhill after Obama was elected. You can get mad at me all you want. I don't care. I think, and this is my opinion, he feels like the modern day Nimrod to me. One who goes against God. And here's the thing. People have a tendency to worship people. And I saw how people worshipped Barack. The same way some people are worshiping Trump right now. Like humans, not Americans, but humans have a tendency of worshiping people as idols. And you can't do that. Jesus said, I am the only way. I am the truth. I am the light. But people want to worship people. And look, y'all's Messiah, let him keep talking because he's going to keep leading people right to the lake of fire with him. See, Satan don't want to go alone. Okay? That's why he's very jealous. Satan is very jealous of God's creation, which is human beings, because he really feels like God is more lenient towards humans than he was towards Satan and his minions. So Satan wants to take as many people to the lake of fire with him. See, it was created for Satan and his angels. But he said, nope, he's going to take the people with him. And the people are letting him by listening to false prophets like false messiahs like Obama. So listen, y'all better get these people, stop listening to these demons. This is what I call them. And it's my opinion. It's my opinion. But Satan works through people and God works through people. And so for this man to say that young boys should hang around sodomites, that's directly out of the mouth of Satan, just like he whispered in Eve's ear and tainted the whole world and deceived the whole world because she ate the fruit of lies, not an apple. If you could eat an apple to make you smart, then you can go to the local grocery store and get an apple and you wouldn't even need college or education. So it wasn't an apple, it was the fruit of lies. Conversation is what Eve ate. And she took it to her husband. And now you see the punishment. Cursed is the earth. So listen, don't listen to Barack. Do not listen. He is a plant. He was planted here to destroy, I believe, the black community and the United States. But this is only my opinion. So you do your own research. But Barack, you way out of line. And then remember Big Mike sat up there and told Marlon Wayans, and I applaud you, as a black man for accepting trans. And come on now, this is all the talk of the enemy. It's a bunch of wordplay, and they make it seem like they come in subtly, and they make you have empathy for satanic practices. Y'all don't fall for this. Don't fall for the wordplay. Satan is a master deceiver, and he uses people. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. I gotta get ready to go to church. So God bless you all, and go America.
Listen, at the end of the day, this whole situation with Barack Obama is disappointing, but honestly, it's also relieving. We are living in a time where everything feels like it's about to force, forcing people to accept agendas they never signed up for, and that's exactly what is happening here. Look, nobody said you can't live your truth. Okay, that is you. You know which side you're on. You've made a choice. That is your choice. Okay? Yeah, God has told you don't do this. You decide to say, oh, I'm going to do this. So nobody said you can't. That is your choice, okay? So if Obama personally feels like having a gay role model is important in his life or for his own kids, that's his choice. Nobody's stopping that for him. But when you get on national television, okay, even if it's just a simple platform like TikTok, TikTok is not a simple thing anymore. And tell the world that every boy needs to have a GAY role model. That's where you've crossed the line. That's where this goes from being a personal opinion to an agenda you're trying to push on black people, on young black men, on communities that have already said we're not interested in this narrative. Black people are dealing with enough already. These poverty everywhere in the world, crime, broken families, systemic racism, lack of opportunity, and generational trauma that black folk are still trying to heal from. What in that list did Obama see an opening to say, oh, you know what is missing? A GAY role model for black boys. I don't know if he meant he was talking about boys in general. But according to the response this video got, I don't need to spell this out for you. It makes no sense. It's not relevant to the struggles the black community is facing right now. It's not what they've asked for, and frankly, it's not what they need at the moment. This feels like another attempt to distract black folks from the real issues that are tearing black communities apart. Instead of talking about wealth building, education, fatherhood, mental health, and solutions to systemic injustice, he's now imposing, trying to focus on sexuality and identity politics. Come on, baby. There's a time and place for those types of conversations, and it's clearly within your house. But forcing it onto the black community like it's supposed to be their number one priority, that's not cool. That's not it. That's not where we are at. And what makes this even worse is the fact that it's coming from him, someone who knows firsthand that what it means to represent hope for, or at least he pretended to know what it is, to represent hope for black people around the world. Someone who, whether we like it or not, still holds a certain amount of influence in black culture. He's the first black president, and with that, the title comes responsibilities. He should be using that platform to uplift the community in ways that matters, not using it to introduce ideas that most of us and a lot of black people, according to what I've seen, didn't ask for and frankly don't agree with. If he's comfortable with this lifestyle or wants to promote it within his own circle, that's his business. Live your life. That's between you and your God. But don't come out here trying to make it seem like the rest of us need to get on board with it, especially when it's clear that the majority of black people are not interested. We are not, sitting around wondering how to fit more GAY role models into our children's lives. We are wondering on how to keep our kids safe from violence. We are wondering how to help our young men find purpose, discipline, and leadership in a world that's constantly tearing them down. That's the real conversation we should be having. But instead, we've got this Obama up there steering the narrative in a completely different direction, and it's frustrating. It's tone deaf. It's out of touch with what black families are actually going through right now. It's like the Bible says, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. Right now, this isn't the time for Obama to be pushing this kind of messaging on the youths. This is a time for leaders to stand up and address the root of what's really plaguing our communities. And if he can't do that, then maybe he needs to sit this one out, because clearly he's not connected to the struggles of everyday black folks anymore. And let's be real, this whole thing is starting to backfire. The backlash is growing. People are speaking out, and the reaction online is proof that folks are not buying into this. Not everyone is afraid to call it out anymore, and that's a good thing. We have to protect the minds and the futures of our children. We have to make sure that the next generation is being raised with values that actually help them survive, thrive, and lead, not get confused by agendas that don't line up with our community, with our cultural foundation. So yeah, Obama might be trying to stay relevant, but if this is his way of doing it, he needs to rethink his approach, because pushing this on black people isn't just a bad move, it's disrespectful. Anyway, that is just my take, and on this channel we do not support bullying, violence, or any form of bullying, but I really want to hear what you guys think about this. Please go ahead, drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you feel like Obama crossed the line here? Are you seeing the same pattern I'm seeing? Let me know, and let everybody know what you think about this, your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. We are reading and responding to as many comments as we can, as I can. And of course, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay aware, stay awake, and stay peaceful, stay blessed.